Hello, 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 everybody. Um, so this is gonna be. I was gonna make this a new video, but I'll just like put it with the others. So, I left off with okay. So it's the last few clips with me making the Infinity Wixwell team. Um, so like that was earlier. It's the same day, but that was earlier in the day. That was at like let me look. Ooh. Oh wait, no. Um, that was at. Oh, it doesn't tell me. Damn. That was probably at like. It's 8:30 right now. That was probably at like 12 p.m., 1 p.m. So yeah, it's been some time. Um, so what happened is, so I left off with Garol and the team going, right? So what happened was I didn't make it. Well, I made it now. As you can see, I made it now. But um with uh with the with that team, Elva, Garol, Valerie, Hellborn Sprite, and Wixel. With that team, I didn't make it. I didn't make it. I think I made it to I. So what happened was Valerie died. Yeah, yeah. Valerie died. What happened was I think she had too little HP, something like that. Um, and yeah, her it wasn't because of her shield falling off. No, her shield falling off wasn't the answer. It was it was damage. The Demon Lord was doing too much damage for a Wixwell to keep increasing the value of the shield. The the amount of damage the Demon Lord was doing was basically the Demon Lord was out damaging the shield. Okay, Wixwell couldn't keep adding value to the shield because Wixwell was adding value to the shield, but the Demon Lord just kept hitting it, and eventually it got to the point where he was doing so much damage that you know. Um. So I did some uh experiments. Okay, I did some experiments. I tried Godseeker and Neri because she also increases buff duration. I tried Demitha because she also increases buff duration. Um, Now Demitha was working with the team. The problem was, um, the shield wasn't building. Okay, the shield wasn't building. Okay, and I had to go back to using Valerie because she had the shield set. I mean, I could have put Valerie's shield set on someone else, but I could have put her shield set on someone else, but yeah. Okay. Um, and then I ran into another problem with Garol, right? So Garol is a mythical, okay? And with her being a mythical, she has a second form, an alternate form, right? In order for the team to work, I have to switch Garol to her second form, okay? And the thing is, the buffs were falling off. The buffs that Elva brings, that Wixwell brings, that Valerie brings, all of the buffs were falling off of Garol because she was taking too many turns. Okay, she had to take one turn to switch to her alternate form, and then she had to take an extra turn, right? Because switching to a mythical switching to their alternate form, they get an extra turn to do something, right? So Geralt was taking 2 turns, and because she was taking 2 turns, that caused the buffs to fall off of her. Okay. I did eventually realize that I need 3 buff extenders. Okay. Usually it's only 2. Usually it's only 2 buff extenders. But with this team, I needed 3 buff extenders. Okay. 2 buff extenders just weren't working because the buffs were just falling off. Okay. But 3 buff extenders, it's fine. But you see, the problem with 3 buff extenders is I have to switch out a damage dealer for a buff extender. Okay? That's the problem. I have to switch out a damage dealer for a buff extender. Okay? Like, I had to switch out Mikey for the Mytha. Okay? So... So, see, this is why I kept saying I was waiting until I got Geomancer or someone similar to Geomancer, like a big boss killer champion. I was waiting until I got one of them to build the wixwell team, okay? Because I have the wixwell team. I can make it very easily. It's just I don't have a good enough damage dealer to put into the team. I have to rely on one singular damage dealer. That's who I have to rely on. And a lot of my champions, they just don't have what it takes to do the damage, okay? I did try it with Phenax, okay? I did try it with Phenax. Because Phenax is my hardest hitting damage dealer. He's in Savage with 5,300 attack and 241 crit damage. Okay, so Phenax is my hardest hitting damage dealer. Mikey is second, and probably Geralt is third. Okay. So I tried to team with Phenax, and so in order to in order for the team to work, I have to get to 70.28 million damage. Okay, I have to do 70 million damage in one singular run. Okay, one singular run. Now, with Phenax on the team, I did get close to the 70 million mark. I got very, very close to it. So close to it. But I think I got to like 62 million, 61 million, something like that. But everyone died. Because the boss was on turn... Yeah, the boss was on turn count like 80 or 90 or something like that, and his single target hit was doing like 200k damage to the shield, okay, and his quadruple hitter was doing like 23 to like 50,000 damage on each hit, right? So the shield is like peeling away very quickly, okay, at this point. And I just wasn't the team just wasn't able to hit that damage mark before the Demon Lord wiped them out. Okay, so I'm just gonna I'll have to. So this is the team. This is the team that I left off on. This isn't the team that I was going to use. It got to a point where I said, you know what, I can't do this, I can't hit the damage marker, I'm just gonna give up for now and continue to use my original team. Okay, so this is my original Demon Lord team. This is the team that I've used for like months now. Okay, months now. It's Elva and Mithrala for the healers and protectors, and then Mikey, Fennex, and Geralt. Okay, Geralt comes in with the Geralt, on her A1, she has a 25% chance to repeat the attack. Okay, now this A1, on average, it can do like 35 to like 70k damage. Okay, so if she hits on that 25% multiple times, that could be like hundreds of thousands of damage. Okay, just from one skill. The A2, this A2 can, because will ignore 50% of the target's defense instead if this champion has more buffs than the target. Geralt is always going to have more buffs than the Demon Lord. Now I was going up against Force Affinity Demon Lord. I don't know if the other affinities do this, but Force Affinity places a weak increase attack, a 25% increase attack. Okay. But with Mithrala and Elva, Geralt is always going to have more buffs. I mean, Elva alone brings 2 buffs. Actually, no. Mithrala alone brings 4 buffs. Increased defense, increased attack, strengthen, shield. So Mithrala alone brings 4 buffs. So Geralt already has more buffs than the Demon Lord. Okay, so Geralt is always going to be hitting that 50% ignore defense. Actually, Geralt has more ignore defense because she's in a Slayer set. So both of Geralt's skills are attack all enemies. Okay, both of her skills. And with a Slayer set, the 6-piece ignores 30% of enemy defense when using AoE skills. Both of her attacks are AoE skills. Okay. I chose to use this over Savage or Lethal because it's giving 5% more ignore defense. And I'm not using Merciless because I just don't have good enough. I don't have good enough gear. I don't have good enough Merciless gear to do that. So yeah, so that's Geralt. Mikey. Mikey is here for the decreased attack. A little bit of extra healing from Leech. He's also there for the taunt to direct the boss's stuns, because the Demon Lord places stun. And so with Mikey, because of his passive effect with the chance to evade, that makes him a great stun target. He also brings decreased defense as well. So Mikey is a source of decreased attack, decreased defense, and some extra healing from Leech, and a stun target. And Fennex is just there for damage. Fennex is just there for pure damage. Okay, because like I said, Fennex is my hardest hitting damage dealer. He's just there for pure damage. His A1 at full strength, Fennex's A1 it's a double hit. Okay. At full strength, Fennex's A1 can do like over 200k damage on the double hit. So it's in total 400k damage from a single skill. Okay. This skill doesn't really do much, but this skill does a lot. Again, at full strength, it could do. I've seen it do like 300k damage from this skill. So that's my Demon Lord team, and this is the team that I've been using for I think like a little over 2 months, probably a little over 2 months. For a while, I was using this same team, but I was using Venomage instead of Mithrala for the poisons and the decreased attack, decreased defense, and all that stuff. But actually, no, I wasn't. I was using Mithrala, but I wasn't using Garol. I was using Garol. I was using Venomage instead of Garol because Venomage has poisons. 15% attack reduction with the heal reduction that she places, decreased attack, decreased defense, as well as activating poisons on the A1. Okay, I switched out Venomage and put in Garol, and the average damage of the team went up tenfold. Okay, so this is my main Demon Lord team. This is the team that I'm going to be using for the foreseeable future until I pull a boss killer champion. A great example would be Geomancer. Then I just cannot do. I cannot make the team work without a boss killer champion. Okay, it's just not going to work at all. It's not going to work. So, yeah. I think that's it. Wait, when is did they do, what's it called? The Fusion calendar. Did they put that up yet? Because there's supposed to be, they didn't. There's supposed to be a 2x on voids during the upcoming fusion, and I plan on pulling during that, so I want to see when it's supposed to be. I'm still so disappointed in this, man. 15 sacreds, man. 15 motherfucking sacreds. 13 epics. One shitty Lego and one other Lego that I can't even use. I mean, I could use him, but he's not gonna be much use. He's not gonna give me much use. Still so, I'm honestly salty. Yeah, I'm still so salty over that. Man. Alright, I think I'm gonna end it here. When am I scheduled to upload another video? It's tomorrow. Okay. Actually, that's great. That's great for me. Okay. So, yeah, I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna edit these clips together. This might be like an hour-long video, man. This one is 18 minutes. This one's 29 minutes. Not an hour long, but close to an hour. Is this also with us and yeah, or damn, okay. And this is like 17 minutes. Okay, so yeah, it might be like an hour long video. Damn. All right, well, see you later. I'll upload the shard pulling video before this and then this video after. So those will be up tomorrow, or when you're seeing this, it's obviously up now. So yeah. Yeah. If you like the video, then I think I've done this outro like probably 3 times now. If you like this video, then give it a like. If you like me, you like the content that I upload, then subscribe to the channel. And yeah, peace out, y'all.